Good morning. I apologize. We are having technical difficulties. For some reason, my camera is not connecting to the podcast. So we're going to the live stream. So we're going to try this one more time. Okay, I think we got it now. Good morning. Happy Friday. Thank you for your patience. I appreciate you. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. I think we fixed it all, but let me know. Just give me a little bit of confirmation. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Beauty of Aging, our Friday morning coffee chats. I'm Angel, the founder of Maison 276 and creator of the award-winning three-step system for silver, gray, and blonde hair, a healthy way to brighten, cleanse, and restore the natural brilliance of your hair without purple dyes. Available at select Walmart nationwide, and of course on Amazon Prime. To find the closest Walmart to you, visit the Maison 276 website and enter your zip code. We gather here every Friday morning at 10 o'clock Eastern. We talk about a lot of different topics, but there are all issues that are important to you, the woman who's unapologetically growing bolder. Good morning. Good morning, Charlene. Thank you. So I was out shopping, like in physical stores, which is not something that I do very often, and the pumpkins were everywhere, and I'm sure the Christmas decorations are coming soon. And I just thought, summer is not over. We're not done, and you're not going to rush us into fall, even though maybe when we're having these 100-degree temperatures, maybe so. But I just thought, let's talk about how to get the most out of what's left of summer. Because for a lot of reasons, this is actually one of my favorite times of year. Today's topic: how to get the most of what's left of summer. And for some reason, okay, I'm just going to have a disclaimer right now. I don't know why my computer is running off reserve. I don't know why, because it is definitely plugged up. So let's talk about how to get the most of what's left of summer. First, protective styles. If you have a summer protective style, and a lot of people wear protective styles throughout the year, one thing that we have to remember with protective styles is that we still have to take care of our hair. We still have to take care of our scalp. And so one of my hacks, and I don't really mean a hack, but it is a great scalp care technique. If you don't want to completely wash your hair, one of the easiest ways to wash your scalp and refresh your scalp is using witch hazel. Your basic drugstore witch hazel, because it is alcohol free. Now, some of them have some additives, like the one that I like has rose water. This is a very old brand, one of the original witch hazel brands, Dickinson's. And I use this to refresh my scalp. It's a really good morning, Shauna. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. We're talking about how to make the best of what's left of summer, and I'm starting with scalp care. And so I will simply take some witch hazel, put it on a cotton ball, and this really works for any protective style, because with any protective style, you should be able to access your scalp. And I just simply go through each part with a cotton ball that's wet with witch hazel. This is so refreshing. And it cleans your scalp without drying it because it's alcohol free. Witch hazel is great for a lot of things. It's great for skin toning, um, cleansing your face after makeup. It has a lot of great applications. But if you have never used it on your scalp, it is wonderful. And then after doing that, And usually I'll go through, one cotton ball because you want to get it nice, get it soaked every maybe 2 or 3 parts. And that takes me about, maybe 15, not even 15 minutes to go through my entire scalp. It feels wonderful. And then after that, I'll use the Maison 276 Revive Serum and those same parts. Now that my scalp is clean, I'll just take that. A little goes a long way. I probably will fill the dropper maybe 4 times to do my entire scalp and then massage. So, so good. I'm not going to do my whole head. I think you get the point. Plus, I just did my whole head yesterday. It feels like a scalp treatment. It feels like a spa treatment for your scalp if you've never done that before. So good. And that works with, like, you don't have to just have a protective style, but any natural style, if your hair is, essentially, if your hair is not relaxed, that is a great tip for refreshing your scalp when you don't feel like you need to wash your hair. I did that almost every other day when I was in Cancun. One, because I was in the sun, as you can tell from my tan. Yes, I was in the sun probably maybe like 6 hours, like just in the sun, starting with my morning beach workouts. And then we go sit by the pool probably a good 4 hours, maybe 5. I was living my whole best life in swimsuits every day. Shauna says she uses Listerine for the scalp. I know it sounds strange, but it is refreshing. As long as you don't feel like it's drying out your scalp, it really kind of serves the same purpose, except witch hazel is milder. And so I would say make sure it doesn't have too much alcohol, because while you want to cleanse your scalp, you don't want to strip it of the natural oils that your scalp produces, the sebum, sebum. Those are oils that the glands on your scalp naturally produce, and those glands become less productive as we age. It's just a natural part of the aging process. And that's why as we mature, we often find that our scalp or our hair really becomes drier, because those sebum glands that normally lubricate the hair cuticle have become less active. But I can totally see how that would work. Sea breeze is something that people often use when they suffer from dandruff. The problem is that sea breeze is very, very strong. And so sometimes it might remove the dandruff at that moment in time, but might not really be addressing the issue that's causing the dandruff. If you have chronic dandruff, you need to visit your dermatologist. Thank you, Shauna. That's funny you should say that. So this morning, as I was getting dressed, I was calculating, like, okay, how old are these twists? They're almost 4 weeks old. Actually, yeah, right at 4 weeks. And I was like, well, how they look pretty, like they still look good. And I asked the stylist, because this was the first time I'd gotten Senegalese twists, how long they should last. And she's like, oh, 2 or 3 months. And I was like, well, definitely like not making the 3 month mark. That's too long. So I will reassess on a weekly basis. I'll say that. So good morning, Sister Girl Chronicles. How are you guys doing? Our topic for today is getting the best out of what's left from summer, even though the retailers are pushing us into fall and probably into Christmas, always sooner than I'm interested in doing. But we're going to hold on to these last few days of summer as long as possible. Hi, Shell Bell over on Instagram. Thank you guys for joining us. And so the first tip I shared was how to take care of your scalp. If you have a protective style, but those tips actually work regardless. The other thing I love, love, love about this time of year is the shopping. And by the way, you guys, any topics, anything that you want to add to today's topic, let me know. I am a after season shopper. So that means my favorite time to shop and the time that I'm most likely to buy multiple items is August, September, and January, February, because I'm getting those post summer sales and I'm getting those post winter sales. Those are my favorite times to shop. Now, of course, sometimes during the year you just need a thing when you need a thing, but more often than not, I'm waiting because eventually it's all going on sale. That is my philosophy, and it always has been. Good morning, Joy. Thank you for joining us. We're getting the best out of summer. So, I have been shopping. I have some things that are en route right now. Now, there are some things that you can think about that inevitably are going to be on sale right now, right? Any type of summer clothes, anything. So let's talk about things that you wear: summer clothes, linen dresses, any type of lightweight fabric, um, sandals, swimwear, cover ups, and summer accessories, whether that's jewelry, handbags. I mean, I have very few handbags that I would say are strictly for summer. Maybe, okay, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, maybe two because of, or three because of the what they're actually made of, rattan. Everything else is leather. And I don't care what the color is. I have several bright yellow bags. I am going to wear those in the winter if I feel like they complement my outfit. And so now is a great time to just handbag shop. It doesn't necessarily have to be rattan or wicker, even though those are going to be on sale. You might just see something in a fabulous color, and the retailer might think it's a summer bag, but you can use that bag all year long. Also, if you live in a warm climate, I'm talking about the Gulf Coast, Southern California, Florida, anywhere in the southeastern part of the United States, y'all know we wear our clothes almost all year long. I mean, except for maybe something like this, a halter or a tube top, like we get to wear our clothes a lot. And so you can get a lot of great bargains right now on things that you'll still be wearing in October or November. Because inevitably, y'all, it is hot here on Thanksgiving. At the time when you're doing all that cooking, ovens on, all the burners on, and I'm walking around the house like this. Uh-oh, Shauna says she's kind of ready for summer to be over. It's hot. She's ready for fall. But and yes, of course, it's been 100 something degrees. So I get it. I get it. But, and I think a lot depends on your lifestyle, right? Because I work from home, I'm inside all the time. So I look forward to just being outside. And summer gives me an opportunity to do that because the days are longer, right? So during the winter, by 5 o'clock, 5:30, the end of the workday, it's also dark. So, going to eat al fresco, sitting outside, like that's just not a thing. And so I enjoy the fact that during summer, at the end of my workday, there is still some sunlight available, whether I'm going to my backyard or just going to grab something to eat. So, but I get it. The heat, it can be a lot. It can be a lot. It can be a lot. Charlene is right. So so we're starting with wear it. So I went through the list of things to wear. The other thing, Charlene, did you see my agenda? Because the other thing that it is perfect to buy right now are things that you can live with. And that is outdoor furniture, patio furniture, outdoor rugs, And I actually have been known to, because outdoor rugs are gorgeous. Like some of them, you don't even know it's an outdoor rug unless the label says it. So if you need a rug for your home right now, search indoor outdoor rugs. So you get those outdoor rugs that look like they're an indoor rug. So, so good. I was just in Lowe's a few weeks ago looking for something else, and they had almost all of their rugs on sale because they were trying to get rid of what they considered the seasonal rugs. But I was looking at those rugs and I got to go back because, I'm taking my daughter's room, my first truly empty nest project, and turning it into a studio. So I am going back to Lowe's this weekend now that I have my color palette nail down and go and take a look at those rugs when I go and buy the paint because I'm painting the room. Yes, absolutely. Another thing is, interestingly enough, furniture. There is some furniture that's on sale, not just outdoor furniture. So I did some research because I wanted to find things that beyond the obvious, but I researched and apparently indoor furniture, mattresses, bedding, and I was happy to see that because I've got to get some bedding for the new studio. So basically what I'm doing is taking the queen size bed out, which was my daughter's bed, and I'm replacing it with a day bed so that when she visits, she's the room is still available for her to sleep in. And so switching all of that out. So I will need bedding and a new mattress. And so I was like, thank you, ChatGPT. I didn't know that this was also the season for bedding and mattresses. So perfect, perfect, perfect. Joy says she had not been to Walmart for years, but she did go to look at the clothes I recommended. Walmart has changed. I happily came out with a bag of stuff. Well, you're very welcome, Joy. And Walmart has changed. When Maison 276 launched in Walmart last year, a few months before, I just started going to a lot of Walmarts because, believe it or not, each one is a little bit different because they cater to the neighborhood. So, yes, generally it is the same, the store layout, but you won't find everything in every single store. And I was just like, what is going on, especially in the clothes department? And the thing about it, Joy, I'm glad you bought it when you saw it because those Walmart clothes, that Scoop collection, free assembly, I have so much of that in my closet. But baby, when it's gone, it's gone. They do not restock. They do not. So when you see the girls on YouTube doing their what's new at Walmart, if there is anything that you think you're remotely interested in, you better get it because they have a very, very generous return policy. I believe it's either 30 days or 90 days. Whatever it is, it's more than enough time for you to decide whether you like that thing or not. So I am so happy you found some stuff. So affordable. Also, their athleisure wear, their workout wear, so good, y'all. So good. So good. I have bought Reebok, Avia, and then their particular brand, Soft Sculpt. So good. At a fraction of some unnamed brands. A fraction. So I'm so glad you found some stuff you like. And then the final topic or area of things that's really, really good for shopping this time of year are things obviously related to travel, suitcases, just literally anything related to travel. Um, and also, let's see what was else on the what else was on that travel list. Just anything related to someplace to go. How about that? Yes, you're right, Shauna. The clothing, the accessories. Oh, the home decor. the home decor. And in fact, I think, let me know if y'all would like me to do a Walmart home decor drop, because I go in there from time to time and get things, but I never thought of doing like a whole full drop or a whole full vlog on it. So let me know. But you are right. You're right. The home accessories, it's all those little things. You're like, I didn't know I needed that, but I for real need that. Perfect example. I love candles. I love home fragrance. And so, it's like, oh, the candle burns out, or, you got to watch it because wicks should only burn for so long. And then I would get the tea lights. And so now what I have is the wax melter. I'm probably not calling it the right thing, but it's where you buy the cubes of wax and you put it, it's electrical, so you don't have to keep buying. Actually, I have some in my office right now. Let me show you. Oops, now we got to wait for the camera to readjust. Okay. And so then you buy these little wax cubes and then you just put them in there. So there's no flame. So you don't have to keep checking the wick. It can burn as long as you want to, or you can have you can have it powered on as long as you want to. And so they have the Better Homes and Garden collection where you get like 3 little pods. I think these things were, I think they were like a couple of bucks. Like, and I love mixing fragrances. So as you can see, some of them have some missing. So good. This is bergamot and sage. I love bergamot and I love lavender. So let me know if you want me to do a Walmart home accessories. I can go in the store and do a tour. Another thing they have you seen their tableware? It's so good, y'all. Joy says they have a brand called Scenario. What is that, home decor? Let me know. Oh, and the clearance. Yeah. The clearance items. And that's the thing. Like a lot of times some of their hot items will be sold out online. But if you go in the store, it'll be on the clearance rack because it's end of season. Sometimes you just got to get out in these streets, y'all. Sometimes you just got to get out in these streets to find the deals. I learned that this summer with Burlington and my sundresses. Remember that? I was like, I had to get out in the streets. Oh, home decor. Okay, I got you, Shauna. We're going to do Walmart home decor. Okay, I got you. Yes. Oh, okay. All right. You're planning to redo your loft. So is that going to be like your girl? What she shed implies that it's outside. Man cave is inside. What do they call a girl's room inside? Because the more and more I think about this studio that I'm building, the more I keep thinking that might be my room. Because I was in Homefront earlier this week. I told y'all I've been out in the streets shopping because I got a new espresso machine. Not new, my first espresso machine. And I have been thinking about it because every time I've gone either on a vacation or a staycation, anyway, the last few times I've been in a hotel over the past several years, many of the hotels, instead of having like the K cups, they have the Nespresso machines. And I always thought I didn't like espresso because I thought it was bitter. But those Nespresso pods are so good. They're so good. So good. And so a brand reached out to me to do a collab with an espresso machine. So it's coming up, y'all. But of course, I had to create like a whole coffee bar situation. So I was in Home Goods buying very pretty things. Nothing costs more than $10. So I got the tray and it's cute. I can't wait to show y'all. And so I'm about to start learning how to make espresso. Now the machine that I have doesn't take the Nespresso pods, but those pods really helped me know, you know what, I think I might like espresso made the right way. So okay, a cl- oh, scenario is like scoop, because I'm a scoop girl. I love scoop. Okay, she's stacking. Actually, I don't do that many, Shauna. I really don't, because a lot of times people just reach out. I'm going to be honest with weird stuff, and it's just like I don't. I like welding. I'm not even kidding y'all. I got an email about a welding product, and I'm like, okay, now it's just the bots. These are not real people reaching out to me. But I have to read them all because you never know. You never know, right? You never know. So thank you. Thank you very much. So scenario. So Joy, when we finish this call, I mean, I have some meetings after that's on my list this weekend to research. What is scenario and how do I not know about it? How do I not know about it? Okay, so Joy's loft was supposed to be her husband's man cave, but he didn't want it. I love a good loft, and I am so looking forward. Okay, I love. Do you have light? Well, a loft usually implies that there's a lot of light. I think that's fabulous. I'm kind of glad he didn't want that. I want that for you. I feel like a loft is not really doesn't give man cave. I feel a loft gives this is my soft space to relax. Don't bother me. I might not even have a TV in there. Oh, yeah. She said the box in a check. That's why I have to read. That's why I have to read them all. That's why I have to read them all. I have to read them all. I'm excited about your loft, Joy. So, by the way, y'all know I have a little orchid collection. Now, the thing about orchids, they typically bloom once a year. If there's a secret to getting them to bloom once a year, I don't know it. This bloom has been on this orchid for over a month. Over a month. And that's why I love them. Because yes, you have to take care of them. I mean, honestly, it just sits here on my they sit here on my desk. I'm gonna get some more. And they're super affordable. Like for whatever reason, all the grocery stores have orchids now. I guess orchids are now a thing. Trader Joe's, HEB, Whole Foods, all have orchids. And I have to control myself every time I go to Trader Joe's because it's like, girl, you don't have any place to put all these orchids. But each so when people like for like Mother's Day, my birthday, or whatever, I will often tell my husband, I don't want roses. Give me an orchid. So that's how this collection started. I don't have a ton. I don't have a ton, but the blooms, y'all, they last so long, so long. So if you are someone who thinks like I don't have time to take care of plants, I don't have a green thumb, you can grow orchids. You can all they need is some filtered light. So normally I have these curtains pulled back, but this is where they live, and that's more than enough light. The reason I have the curtains pulled back when I'm vlogging or when we're live streaming because it's too much light behind me, and I keep going back and forth on whether to get blackout curtains back here, white but still blackout curtains, because I wound up having to use so much light so that it doesn't look so dark. Oh, patio furniture at the end of the season. You can buy patio furniture right now, sis. I'm telling you. It's on sale. Lowe's. I'm reading the an Instagram note. I was in Lowe's. They have theirs on sale. If you have a home front, which is different than home goods, if you have a home front in your area, I was in there yesterday. I just have all these random projects. I was in there yesterday, and all of their patio furniture and cushions are 25% off, because the cushions, even when you get that sun protective fabric, after about 4 or 5 years, they still get dull. And so that's kind of what I'm looking at replacing right now. And I intentionally waited until right now because I knew it was going to be on sale. And so all of that is 25% off if you have a home front in your area. But I know Lowe's also has some of theirs on sale. I'm not a Home Depot shopper, but I just like Lowe's better. Um, oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. Ooh, we got great comments. Big windows. Joy says she has big windows in her loft. I love that. Yes, yes. I love that. I love that. The windows, just the outdoors, will do so much of the decorating for you. Put some plants in there that don't need you to do a whole lot. It's going to be so beautiful. I cannot wait. Oh, yeah, Shauna is right. World Market up 75% off. You know what? I love World Market, but they don't have one by my house anymore. They used to, and anyway, I think it probably was just too much competition between Lowe's, um, Home Depot, the patio. Like, it's a lot of those type of stores out here in this part of town because it's suburbs and everybody's got yards and stuff like that. So, but no, World Market, okay. See, that's why we come here, because we're all about sharing. And who doesn't love a 75% off sale? I love World Market. They are probably the next best thing to Pier 1, which sadly does not exist anymore. Yes. Oh, good. Joy, you're going to find some stuff for your loft, girl. You are. You are going to find some stuff. Sister Girl Chronicle says she's in the grocery store. Y'all are giving some good tips. They are. They are giving some good tips. And I'm going to put the notes down in the vlog description in case like Team Replay wants to know what we talked about. I'm going to put all of that. 75%. Look, I got to write it down. 75% off World Market. I'll remember the Home Goods because I was in there. And then, of course, I'm sorry, Home Front. I was in there. And then, of course, Home Goods. Now, they are all into fall right now. When I was in there yesterday, I was just like, oh my God, it's Halloween overload. So a lot of the good stuff that they had for summer is, I don't know what they did with it, but there's not that much in there. So this is gone. Like all the beautiful stuff and the stuff that I saw that I want for the studio. I took a picture of it just so I wouldn't forget, but I'm gonna have to go back and get it because it's probably gonna be gone in a few weeks and replaced with more pumpkins. With more pumpkins. A loft space. I know it sounds chic and Joy. Everybody's loving your loft, girl. Anytime you can carve out a place. Yeah, I agree, Shauna. Anytime you can carve out a space for yourself, do it. Oh, you have a studio. Oh, nice. I love that. I love that. Absolutely. Everybody, if to your point, Shauna, if you can, if you can. I had a girlfriend, she redid her closet, but she had like a huge closet, like walk in, big enough to put a big chest in the middle, and then she redid the bathroom, and she turned it into her girl space. She really did. Which, like, I mean, my closet isn't big enough to do that, but I thought that's enough. If you have that kind of space, and I looked at her husband, and I was just like, "Where do you go now?" It was stunning. And if you look, one of the things that I use for inspiration, I mean, I'm pretty creative, but sometimes I still want to like look at areas. Pinterest, that's all I'm about to say. Pinterest is a great place to go when you're like, am I missing something? Is there anything else I want to do to this space? Not in terms of adding volume. I'm sorry, not in terms of adding more things, but in terms of just adding different things that you might not think of. So, somebody was talking very loud. I had to ask them to lower their voice. Live in your house. Oh, my biz is doing a bathroom. Oh, for extra storage. I have product all over my vanity and both unders. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I don't have a huge vanity, my biz, and that's something that I did a couple of months ago. I just wanted to move as much under the sink as possible. But first, I pulled everything out. Did you do that? Did you pull everything out and throw away stuff that you just don't use, don't have? I was watching a YouTuber do home organization, and she was like, before you do anything, you gotta pull that stuff out, and that really helped. I didn't even realize how much stuff I had. You know, when you don't want to look at it, you throw it under. No, if you're throwing it under there, you're probably not going to use it. And so I reorganized it. Again, not a huge under sink space, but it is far more organized than it was before with stuff that I actually do use. I might not use it every day. So every now and then, you just still got to do that. I need to do that in my closet right now, because I walked in there and now I feel like all the organization I did, you know, 4 years ago, it's not bad, but what I've come to realize, y'all, is we have to do maintenance work. Like we have to do maintenance organizing, because when you get it real organized and it's all spacious, it becomes easy to just like throw something in that, at least for me, in that space. And so, like I said, y'all, I got a lot of projects. I'll share my closet organization maintenance with y'all. Now, for the bathroom under storage, y'all, I got those bins from the dollar store. And some of the bins that I got for were actually things that were in the refrigerator storage section, but I liked it for under the cabinet. So sometimes you got to just look at all the sections of a store. When I was looking for things to make my coffee bar, I didn't just go to the kitchen. I actually went to home decor. And so the containers that I have for my coffee beans, those didn't come from the kitchen area. They came from home decor. So take down the boundaries of how a retailer might have something categorized and just look for something that you like, especially if it's something you want to be pretty. Oh, Shauna said the world market, that was a week ago. Hey, but every store is different and you never know. You never know. Plus, you can also check the website, because sometimes they have things in like warehouses that they also want to get rid of, that they don't want to ship to a store because they are making room for the new season. So, yeah, we know we got to get on it. We know we got to get on it. We know we got to get on it. So, Joy is still talking about her law. Yeah. Joy is like, it's 100. So are you on the Gulf Coast? You don't have to say exactly where you live if you don't want to, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's hot. So when I've been out, when I'm telling y'all I've been out in the streets, it was when the stores opened. Like I was there when the store opened. So I wasn't out in the heat. And yeah, absolutely. All of your shoe boxes, yes. The shoe boxes from the dollar store. You're right, Sister Girl Chronicles, because my original shoe boxes came from the Container Store, and they're very proud of them. And then I realized the dollar store ones serve the same purpose, and meaning that they're see-through so I can see what's in there. And you can use those shoe boxes, those clear shoe boxes, for other things too. Even if you don't want the top, you want to be able to access it, go beyond what they think, what the retailer says the item is for. But yeah, the dollar store has some really nice storage things. Hey guys, okay, my computer died in the middle of our live stream. So we were having a great conversation. So many tips and recommendations. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for your patience. We'll pick this conversation up next weekend, and I will add all of your content recommendations to the upcoming vlog schedule, including the Walmart home decor. So thank you so much. Thanks, Team Replay. I appreciate you. And I'll see you guys the next time on the beauty of aging. Bye, y'all.
She walks in like a thunderstorm.